and now I do plan to add more art down the line, but not as much as or not as fast as I have in the past like month or two. Sorry, I'm going to mute the microphone for 1 second, but I'm not actually going anywhere. Sorry, I'll be right back. Sorry for the delay. All right, so yeah, all right. Feet. I think I'll save these feet for no particular reason, and then put the sandals on. So just get extents on the feet by hiding the legs. I won't hide everything, just the just like the leg layers. Wait, what did I just do? Wait, why are layer 32 and 30? What? Oh, that's layer 30. Oh, right, because there are multiple layer 31s. All right, so let's hide these. No, not that one. Hide these, show these, just temporarily. Yeah, I'm not gonna like even, I'm not gonna even really finish the feet in any regard. I'm just going to, the feet won't actually be usable as an asset in this form. I'm just gonna save them out so that the next time I want like barefoot-ish type feet, whatever, I can call them back, I guess. So new, okay, paste, oh wait, which one did I just copy? This is, I think that's the last one. I'm gonna start with the first one. File, new, okay, paste. Yes, this is file, save as, equip, legs, new folder, feet. And again, this isn't actually going to be a usable, like if I tried to upgrade the character to this, like his legs would disappear and he would have bare feet with no legs. He or she would have bare feet with no legs, but the yeah, I don't know. I just I use the bare hand so often. I go back and reuse the bare hand so often. I figure there'll probably be some point at which I want to go back and use the bare feet. So, all right. So that was the 0, and then here is 1. Save this as 1. Oh, okay. Go back here. This one, yeah, this one is 2, I think. Should be yeah, this one's 2, and then this one is 3. Alright, so save both of these as well. 2, and save as 3. Hooray! Cool. And, oh yeah, and just so I can put them back on correctly, I'm gonna save the data. Although again, like I'm only gonna save partial data, I guess, because oh, forum. Yeah, that'd be cool, huh? Huh. Forums are cool. I have the world's worst website, and it never even occurred to me. Um, yeah, I've never really looked into what goes into having a forum on a website. It does seem like it would be a lot, right? Just in order to get it set up, and then in order to like moderate it too, because like you probably want to check in on it pretty regularly just to make sure that people aren't like being terrible internet people, as they sometimes are. All right, new text doc data.txt. Oh yeah, right. So I don't even need the dimensions of it. I just need well, whatever, I'll put them in anyways. 62, 65, 62, 65, 46, 17. Save that. And if I ever feel like it, I can put in ghost legs as an Easter egg, if I felt like it. Maybe one of your upgrades is that you'll turn invisible. So instead of actually like drawing character art, I'll just draw like a dotted line. And so like first your hands and your feet turn invisible, and then your legs and your arms turn invisible, and then your torso turns invisible, and you're just a floating head, and then your head turns invisible. And then you can get an invisible pet. Like I said, I can get silly with this stuff down the line if I feel like it. I could like turn you into a robot or like a tank. Like I could replace your like. There's no reason that your legs have to be legs. There's a like I could replace your like. The only rule to this character art is that like the layers draw in a certain order, and they each get 2 frames of animation. So I could like instead of having legs, I could just have like a like you know like a tank yeah, basically like tank treads, and like the rotation is just like the rotation of the animation is the rotation of the wheels instead. I can do anything. I have the power to do so. I'm just I'm starting out relatively standard and like not too crazy because I figure we can build to that. Those can be the later levels down the line. But right, so sandals. This is all part of the. This is all the. uh, yeah, some people do that, right? Some people just start like a subreddit for like whatever it is they're doing, which seems cool, right? Because like if anything gets popular on your subreddit, you don't need people to post about it on Reddit for you. It'll just automatically show up there. Yeah. So I guess for someone who's never like administered a forum or like set it, or someone who's not good at web dev, that'd probably be a pretty decent option. All right. So yeah, sandals. All right. So to draw on the sandals, I'm going to put the feet back in. Context. So yeah, show this, hide this, show this, hide this. Alright, so let's put sandals on now. And I can just draw this on the same layer because we have the feet saved, so if we need the feet again at some point, we can go back to it. And I think the sandals will probably be the same tone as the dark leather that we have here. So actually let's hide the pendant and the back for a second, because this is like the best place to color pick this this darker brown tone, which will be most of what we're drawing in here. So I can deselect that. So whoops, wrong layer. Layer 31. Yeah, that's simple enough. And I guess I might put like just so it's clear that these are sandals. Just like put something like that, and then for the back foot, I didn't call it the hind leg. I was tempted to call it the hind leg, but I was like, nope, that's not what it is. It's the back foot. It'll probably just be like that or something. Actually, hold on. I'm gonna draw that a different way. I'm gonna add in. Oh, new layer, layer 35, new record. I'm gonna add in a layer behind here, and I'm gonna use a thicker brush. I'm just gonna draw on the layer underneath, so that way I get a cleaner edge around it, or at least it feels cleaner to me. I don't know. I just prefer that method, I guess. And then, yeah, now I'll just draw the band across the top. Oops, wrong tool. That's definitely the eraser tool, not the pen tool. Wait, which? Oh, this is no, this is. Oh yeah. All right. This was kind of dumb because I kind of drew the wrong foot. I kind of gave this character 2 right feet instead of giving them a left foot on their left foot. I don't really feel like changing it at this point, so I'm just gonna not. I'm just gonna leave it kind of like that a little bit. It's not too noticeable. Excuse me. It's not too noticeable. I think that's fine. I think that's quite alright, in my opinion. Alright, so, yep. Now let's look at the other feet. Actually, I guess I might as well smoosh these layers together. I don't really need them to be separate anymore. Wait, not that layer. What's this layer? Yeah, that layer. And that layer. And then up here. Oh, wait. Wait, did I miss a layer? Oh, no, that was correct. Yeah. Oh, yeah, right, because I was drawing directly on the feet layer. Alright, yeah. Alright, so, kilt front, layer 31. No, not like 0. Layer 30, layer 34. Yeah, there we go. Alright, so now more sandals. So, yeah. So I guess I'll keep the size 1 brush, and, oops, that's definitely the wrong layer. That's not even any of the layers that I'm working with right now. That was like literally the hat layer for some reason. I decided to draw on that one. Oh yeah. Is this? This might be at the pixel line that I'm not supposed to draw below. Let me double check. Yeah, I think so. Yeah. All right. So, yeah, I'm actually not supposed to draw. Oops. I'm not actually supposed to go below this line. So that's a little too rounded outwards. A little too. Yeah, that's better. All right. And then let's put a little strap. I think these ones look better before, but whatever. I don't care. It looks good enough. And then for the other one, I'll do the same thing I did a second ago with adding a new layer, layer 35, no new record, because I smushed those other 2 layers together. So I just get a darker edge around the outside, like so, and then smaller brush, and just cut across like that. That might be slightly too exaggerated. I want there to be like I want the sandal strap to like slightly follow the shape of the foot, but I kind of got the other foot wrong, so I'm not going to stress out about it too much. And yeah, we'll call that good. Oh yeah, okay. So I'm not sure the legs are going to read very well, because like the shading, like the difference between these 2 tones, like the maybe it'll be okay. The shading is just a lot more subtle now than it usually is for the legs, so I don't know how that's going to work out. I guess we'll see. Someday. We'll find out. Find out eventually. Alright, so, yeah, alright, cool. Now we can export these and call it a day. Or no, call this a like an outfit, I guess, or like a completed set of gear. The ankle looks weird here. Hey, good job, swimmers. It might look okay once it's animating. Hey, new follower. MSG138, welcome. Thank you for following. I appreciate your showing your support. Thank you. Yeah, I'll just I can come back and fix the ankle later if I need to. It might look a little weird, but it might be that you don't really even notice it. Yeah. All right. So let's hide layers again, just for ease of. I don't have to hide all of them. Just these ones. I'll leave the head there. And then let's show the all of the leg layers. Oh yeah, and I can smoosh these layers together. Alright, so show all the legs. All the legs, which would be these ones. Yes. Alright, so let's get extents on this. I should put these layers together. The feet with the kilts. Because there's not a great reason to keep them separated at this point. Alright, so extents. Slightly too high. 1 pixel too high. Oh, and that's supposed to be the cutoff, so I'll cut off there. Oh no, actually that was the right number of pixels. Yeah. Alright. So yeah, copy this one. File, new. Okay. Paste. This is 1. Legs. New folder. Sandals. So this is 0. Excuse me. This is 0. This one will be 1. Copy, file, new. Okay, paste. Yep, save as 1. Save. Okay. Copy this. File, new. Okay. Paste. Save as. This will be 2. And last and least. Actually, no. In this case, 3 might not be least. 2 might actually be less than 3 in this case. We'll find out. Oops, not open. New. File, new. Okay. Paste. Weird green smudge. What is your deal? Whoops. Alright, there we go. Alright, this is 3. Yeah, there we go. Alright. Yeah. Oh, and the data. The datas are quite important. So legs, sandals, new text document, data.txt. The extents on this are 6160, 6160, 4722. Bam. Alright. So that should keep Lauren busy for a little while. And those will be some more outfits for other players to get someday. I guess I might as well clean up this file, because this file is kind of a mess right now. So hood back. Alright, so this is alright, yeah, so let's we have all these old layers that we don't care about anymore. So we can get rid of that. Scepter, hands 2. I could combine these. Oh, that's the other thing. Maybe I shouldn't combine the layers that like don't really belong together. Oh, okay. Oh, sorry. Yeah, wait, hold on. The mic offset sync. I think I've been told if I do this, it gets better. So hopefully that's a little bit better at least. If not, I actually don't know what I don't know how like the desync occurs, so I don't know how to fix it. But yeah. Oh, sorry, Steeler, you asked a question and I missed it earlier. If I wanted to add more frames, yeah. Right now the game it runs at relatively low frame rate because I'm not a very good animator. I've like never done animation before, basically. But yeah, if I wanted to, I could just I could like so yeah. So the reason I have 4 images is that I have 2 layers and I have 2 frames per layer. So I just numbered them 0 through 3. And yeah, so if the game ran at like 4 frames per second, I could just have 8 layers. But like that's a lot more art for me to make, and as you may have noticed, I'm not the fastest artist person, so it's helpful for me to keep the scope relatively low, because that way my thought there is that like instead of making like one set of animations that are like super good, but then you just see those animations forever, I scrimped on frame rate, but that allows me to make more different outfits and more character art in like the broader scheme. So yeah, that is why the game runs as such and why I make this art as such. All right, so yeah, I like the scepter and the hands, like I'm gonna have to separate them at some point, so I might as well just keep them separate. So I'm just gonna call this like hands 2.5 or something. I don't know. This is head 2. Legs 3 are not that anymore. This layer 35 I think is the new legs 3. Legs 2 again, no longer. This is the old version. So legs 2, get rid of that. I'm pretty sure this is the new legs 2. Legs 2. Back 2, yes, same dealy. I could, instead of using this naming convention, I could just get more descriptive, like I kind of had been doing, like call this cape instead of just back 2. This is probably fine for now. Chest 2 is correct because I smushed those layers together. Head 0. No, that's no longer relevant. Hood front is the new head 0. 19 and 20 are not real layers. Remember that? Remember that version? Remember when this is what it was gonna look like? Wii U. Funny stuff. Chest 0. There's no reason to keep this pendant in here. I'm not gonna delete the layer. Oops. I'm not gonna delete the layer, but there's no reason to keep this pendant here. Not really. Alright, legs 1. No, that's the old version. Legs 34 is the new legs 1. And actually, I guess I can show legs 2, right? Because when I had legs 1, then the legs will look normal again, which is kind of nice in some ways. Legs 1. Leg 0 is the old one. Get rid of that. Layer 31 is this is the real leg 0. Back 0. Yes, that is correct. Pendant is part of back 0, actually, so we can smoosh these, because we're probably not going to, like when we upgrade the back, we're probably going to upgrade both of those together. Hands, no, this is old. We can get rid of that. And armband is actually hand 0. Yeah. And cool, I think we're, oh yeah, and then we have this mock-up that we did, oh yeah, and we can show hands here. And this mock-up that we did earlier is the last thing. The last remnant. Remember what it was gonna look like? Good times. Good times. I think it turned out alright. Hey, it's vent time. Alright, yeah. Cool. Look, our layers all fit on one screen again. It's a miracle. It was a small miracle. Oh, wait, where's our back? Our cape. Let's see the cape. Yeah, there we go. Cool, cool stuff. Super cool forever and ever. Excuse me. Sorry. Alright. So, yeah, oh, okay, so now I can save this file, because this is all in order now. And so now when I restart the scripts, or the next time someone levels up, next time Lauren levels up, let's not equivocate here. Next time Lauren levels up, I'll probably have restarted the script by then, because he has a little ways to go before he gets to the next level. And then we can, yeah, and then the rest of that equipment will be in there. So that's pretty cool. I've never tried this like double level up thing since the first level, because like you have to start with like something in each of the slots, and at least in most of the slots, and so you start with cap brown, hands, shirt, and legs, and that's using like the dash versus. Hey, new follower. Indienator, welcome. Thank you for following. I appreciate your viewership and your support. Thank you. Yeah, the way I have this file annotated, I don't know if it even really is super visible, but like I either have little dashes or little carets. And the little carets mean that like this indicates the point at which you will next level up. So for example, you get all 4 of these, like you get all of the items until you get to one of these carets. Because when you get to the caret, that means you wait until the next level up. And actually, I mean, like, you don't have to wait until the first level up to get legs. Legs are actually included. So, like, basically this caret means that, like, you're not going to get stick until you level up. And so, like, down here, you know, you got the scepter, and then when you level up, you get hood no darks. And it's a dash. It's not a caret. It's not an upward caret. Oh, that might be behind my head. Sorry. The way OBS is set up, that part might not be visible. Yeah, so the way this is, the way I annotated it, I just put, like, a little dash there. And I'm pretty sure this will give both of these upgrades at the same level, hopefully, is what will happen there. At least that's what's supposed to happen there, so. We'll see. We'll find out someday. So, yeah, cool. And, alright, oh, familiar. Oh, yeah, and so I guess I could, like, you don't literally have both the, hey, new follower. Creative69er, welcome. Thank you for following. I appreciate your viewership and your support. Welcome. Yeah, you don't literally get the bird and the mouse at the same time, but I just, I didn't have to get rid of the mouse in order to draw the birds. It's like, I'll just have them both there. And then, like, yeah, I don't know what the next, familiar will be. So, yeah, so mouse is, like, you know, the prototypical, like, small pet, right? It's like the, and if you got much smaller than a mouse, it wouldn't even show up on screen anymore. It'd be several pixels large. And the bird is like, you know, like a nice little friend. I felt like it would make a lot of sense for the archer character to have like a pet bird, and also for the for like the mystic type character to have a pet bird. I don't know, because like that just seemed fitting. So now, like, I don't know, I guess I never really decided, like, is the mouse the ranger's companion, or like is the mouse the archer's companion, or is the bird the archer's companion? Like, it's just kind of, I don't know, the way like the cycle, the way like the levels cycle through like different changes to like your equipment and your animal companion. Like, I guess it's like, I guess the familiars, the little animals, aren't really like tied to like one particular outfit. Like this outfit, like, is very specifically like made to go together, kind of, you know. It like most of the pieces are all in like the same color palette. I guess the blue is like kind of out of nowhere. Like, I never really tied that back into anything. Originally, it was going to show up in more places, but whatever. Uh, um, yeah. So like for the companion, I'm probably not going to draw it now, but I'm just like I don't know. I just like I'm just like thinking about like what is the next step. Excuse me, sorry. Um, I mentioned fox earlier, and I guess it could be a fox. This seems like kind of a big jump, because like the mouse and the bird are supposed to be like relatively small, and like a fox seems like a much bigger sort of creature. I guess it could be like a very small fox or something, like a fox. What are tiny foxes called? Like young foxes? Are they called kits or like whatever a young fox is called? Like it could be one of those. Uh, hey, welcome. Oh, a pizza bar. Oh man, I gotta go to a pizza bar now. Someone said pizza bar in chat, and I have to go to a pizza bar. Yeah, we finished the character art, Bambi. We were just I was just musing about like what character art I make, or what animal companions I might make in the future. I think it might be a fox, it might be a tiny fox, just a little fox. Uh, yeah. Oh man. Oh man. I all right. um oh yeah, you know what I never did is earlier today I fixed the stutter when player leaves procession, but I never actually checked to see if it was working. So sorry, I'm just gonna make the screen look weird for a second because this is the best way for me to look at the character art. Actually, no, you know what? I'm gonna make it look weird in the other way. Sorry. I'm gonna make it look super pink on screen because I don't need to see the context. I just need to make sure that the stutter isn't happening anymore. So like you'll notice. Well, the snow is like kind of an inconvenient way to check this out. But like, so the characters like they animate like their feet like they walk like as they animate across the screen. And like it used to be the case that like when a character left the edge of the screen, there would be like a stutter in the animation. But it looks cleaner now. It looks smoother. And like we haven't had any crashes related to it yet. So yeah, I'm going to assume that actually that we are good. Oh, I never gave Lauren the eye darks back because I haven't restarted the script since I put those back in. Oh well, Lauren will get his eye darks back soon. Soon enough. Uh, um, all right, so I think I'm gonna call that one done. I'm gonna say stutter is done. Mystic type character upgrade we just finished. Actually, I guess I'm gonna put these in reverse order for no particular reason. All right, so yeah, I want to do more events and more passive bonuses, and I want to do this like more. Oh yeah. So I'm not okay. So the reason I'm thinking about companions is not because I can't think of ideas. I have plenty of ideas for companions, and just to mention, I actually don't take suggestions. So it'd actually be because I can't take suggestions. It's actually helpful if people would even abstain from giving them. If you could, I would appreciate that. But yeah, no. The thing that so the reason like when I'm making decisions about character art for this game, I'm very careful because the way the system works is basically like you get an upgrade to your character every level. The thing is though, like the progression, at least as of yet, like I've been talking in the past, I've talked and like I do want to consider for some future update, like adding in some manner of character customization so that like I don't know. I just really appreciate character customization in games, so like it is something that I'd like to think about adding. But for now, it's entirely linear. So the way we upgrade characters is basically just to like swap out pieces. Like you'll notice that like Lauren, like this morning was like an archer, and now like in like not too long, Lauren will like have turned to this character instead. So, like, it's not strictly, like, an upgrade, because, like, I don't know, some people might like archery more than they would like some sort of more, like, mystical elements, or mystical aspects of, like, like a type of, whatever, like, this sort of, character. But my goal is to I've described it before as like you know, in like a car park where, not in all of them, but like in some of them, you drive up and like you just keep driving upwards, but you're driving in circles and you're driving upwards. The character progression is basically supposed to be like that. Like you start as like an explorer, and then you take like a step over and up, and you become like a bard type character, and then you take a step over and up, and you become like an archer type character, and then over and up, and like a mystic type character. So like eventually maybe you'll get back and you'll be like another traveler type character again, but by the time you get back there, you'll have gone up a bit. So like you're a cooler traveler type character, and so it's supposed to like keep going up like that. So like way down the line, like you'll become another archer again, and you'll become another mystical character again, and like you'll go through all of these iterations again, but it's supposed to get cooler. It's supposed to get like more, like it's supposed to like amp up. And so the reason I don't do things like dragons and like knights and stuff like that right off the bat is because if I started with that stuff, it would be really hard to like keep going up and up and up. Yeah, so I don't have any failure of imagination, I assure you. It'd be so easy to just like slap in anything. Really, really easy. No, but when I'm making these decisions, what I'm very carefully trying to choose is what is an increase, what is an improvement of like just such a measure. Like I don't, because like if I accidentally like, well, so like, okay, so like, I mean, I think a fox is pretty cool. And so like the reason I'm hesitant about fox is that like if like instead of taking an incremental step, I might be taking too big of a step. In which case like I'm basically like suddenly like anything that's not as cool as a fox like is probably not going to be in the game anymore because in order to add it in later, it would actually be like a step down. And like so one of the things I can do is I can actually reorder these things. So like if I do realize that like, oh, a fox was a little too cool, I think I'll like rein it in a little bit. I can do that. I can later change it, but I don't want to mess with the stuff that people have unlocked too much. Like once people unlock something, I don't want to like take it away from them or even just like swap it out. Oh yeah, I knew it. I was pretty close to 500 recently. Did I just hit 500 recently? Thank you. Thank you, everyone. I may or may not have hit 500 followers recently, and it's all thanks to you guys. So, if I did, thank you very much. And if not, then thank you in the near future, because I am pretty close, I think, if I'm not there already. So yeah, yeah, I want to work on events. Oh yeah, so kind of like how I was talking about companions, the tough thing about events is that when I try and work on these, I tend to end up asking myself a bunch of rhetorical questions, which gets confusing because it sounds like I'm asking literal questions, but I'm actually just like talking to myself, basically. So hold on, should I work on these now, or should I work on something else instead? Because it's really tricky, I've found. Like it gets really confusing in chat because I'm trying to talk to myself, but I keep talking to myself in the form of questions. So I'm just gonna mute the microphone for 1 second. I'm not actually going anywhere, but I'll be right back. Oh yeah, it was nice to see you, Bambi King. Have a nice have wonderful pizza filled dreams. Sorry, I'll be right back. Sorry for the delay. All right, so I could do events, and that's the only thing that I really, really, really wanted to do today. Like that was the big thing. That was like the biggest thing on my list of what to do. Do I feel capable of that? Is what's going through my head right now. I'm like, will I be able to pull this off, or is this gonna become like a mess? The other thing is, I really don't have very many events written right now. I think there are like 17 total, and that's because I tend to spend like way too much time on each of them. Uh, it takes me like I don't even understand why it takes me so long to write events. they're like they're like they're basically like 5 sentences long, and it'll take me like some of them. Sometimes it takes me like an hour to write one. It's pretty sad. um. So yeah. So one of my goals for today was actually to get faster at writing them, or like to keep to like really push it. Like that's why I wrote more events bulk, because the point is not to like make a million, or not to make like several great events, but to make like more like just general type events, because like I think some of the ones that I've written so far are kind of clever, but they don't all have to be like, you know, little riddles, or like, you know, these like unique gems. Sometimes it's just nice to have a little more variety. So I mean, I can always, if I write one and it's not perfect, I can always go back and edit it. But I think it'd be nice to have not just more, but like a lot more. Like I have 17 now, but I mean, it'd be better if I had like on the order of like, let me think. Like if I do a 10-hour stream and they happen like every like 10 minutes, then like hypothetically I would want 50 of them, just for them not to repeat in the same day. So so yeah, if I could just crank out what, like 33 more events, that'd be stellar. So that could be one of my goals. And oh, sorry, I was reading chat. That's not a bad suggestion, Jorisk. Jorisk. Uh, uh, so, yeah, I could give that a shot. I might start with the more passive bonuses first, because that one, I said bulk-ish because, for one thing, I don't need to come up with as many of them, and they're also a lot quicker to write. Too bad it's not the other way around, but yeah, right. So like right now, where do I even save those? I think like here. I think just in the main folder. Yeah, growth or whatever. Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. So these are the ones that I have so far. So I could just write more of these, I guess, real quick. These are just like nice things that happen, I guess. I should probably change the format of how these are presented, though, because like right now, the way it works is basically just at random, like, you know, at intervals, Trusty Bard will just be like, "You got better at swimming," and then in parentheses, 3 adventures, which is a little backwards, because like first he says you got better at swimming, which makes it sound like you got better at swimming. But if you're not one of those 3 adventures, then he actually wasn't really talking to you, kind of. So I might want to spin that around. So like, oh yeah, wait, yeah. I could literally just, because like the word you shows up in like basically all of these, so I could just spin it around, like I guess. Like 3 adventures, find a lucky clover. A bird smiles at 3 adventures. That's I don't know if that's quite right. 3 adventures, learn how to tie a new type of knot. It's 3 adventures birthday, happy birthday. 3 adventures, make a new Oh, wait. Speak of the devil. um, the chat just said, or Trusty Bar just said in chat, a pretty bird smiles at you. Three adventures. Uh, Three adventures got better at swimming. It's not bad. Could be worse, I guess. If I'm using it in a sentence though, like, I think well, so it's like the thing about you is not necessarily just because I because of the plurality, but because of like the distinction. Like let's say there are 10 adventurers, right? A pretty bird smiles at you. 3 adventurers. 7 adventurers are kind of disappointed right now because it said you, but like, oh no, actually, nah, not talking to you. So like even if it was just one adventure, I'd still want it. Yeah, I basically like I think I just don't want it to say you. Like one thing you'll notice is that and by you I do mean you. No, actually in that case I meant what one might notice is in the outcome of events, it's very inspecific about like who did what. For example, the precipitation patterns on a sturdy makeshift roof. I write the outcomes that way because everyone sees those outcomes regardless of which action they took. So even though that outcome specifically plays the fact that 3 adventurers built a nice shelter, it it doesn't specifically, it's not something like that's misleading. That's a good point. I should just replace it with Lauren. I should just replace all instances with a Lauren. Lauren finds a lucky clover. A bird smiles at Lauren. 3 adventures. Other people gain experience because just by being around you as fortuitous things happen. Yeah, so like I mean that's one of the things that I spend a lot of time when I'm trying to write events. Like one of the things that I tend to spend time doing is rewriting the outcomes to make them like in specific to like the readership. Yeah. All right. Yeah, the thing, if I am gonna say like 3 adventures find a lucky clover or whatever, the thing that I'll probably have to do though is I'll probably have to write a oh yeah, like I mean this is really dumb and really doesn't matter, but like I wouldn't want it to say like 3 adventures. Oh hey, new follower. The Chosen 1-3, welcome. Thank you for following. I appreciate your viewership and your support. I could have sworn I was being super boring right now, so I appreciate that you followed me despite the fact that oh yeah, okay, so yeah, so there's the event systems in this game. The events are like the things that Trusty Bard says that require action, right? So like let's look at the events. Like so like arson, for example, is the event where goblin arsonists have pillaged a village. Will you chase the scoundrels, douse the fires, etc., etc. So these are like these are the things that you like actually like participate in. What I added in last week was a system where there's like another layer of like progression where you don't have to like you don't actually have to. Oh, yeah, right. 3 adventurers find a lucky clover. I guess that part's to your match. Hey, it's Q2 official. Welcome. How's it going? Yeah, I guess it's kind of to your imagination whether you all find 1 clover or you each individually find a lucky clover. Yeah, these happen at like these happen like spontaneously. I mean, technically they happen at intervals, but this this is basically like the reformulation of the passive experience system. It used to be the case that like you would just get you just accrue experience like gradually over time, but it didn't feel like anything was really happening there. So I reworked the scoring system last week, and one of the things that I changed is that instead of just slowly accruing points, what happens is now instead you accrue like potential points, and then at intervals, like one of these things will happen, and people who are eligible, like because they have a sufficient number of potential points saved up, can get like this to happen. So for example, if you find if a lucky clover is found and you're one of the lucky eligible adventurers, you'll get 4 experience points. And in order to be eligible, you have to have 4 potential points that can get converted into experience points. And that's so it's just like, I don't know. I just thought it would be a slightly more interesting way to accrue those points, and this way, instead of just like happening under the hood, like after like when Trusty Bard says like a pretty bird smiles at you, like what will happen in game is that it will actually sorry, I'm just gonna pull up the visuals again for a second. What will happen in game is that it will actually like it'll actually say like, sorry for making the screen look all weird, but it'll actually say like, it'll say like Lauren like plus 4 experience equals 117 experience. You know, it'll actually like give you like, because like right now like it only tells you like plus experience if yeah, we're still working on side quests. We're still working on this bad boy right here. Yeah, so yeah, that's what that's about. And yeah, I was thinking I should just write more, because like I only have this many so far. But then like even more than writing these, I need to write more of the just like the standard events. Yeah, so the thing with 3 adventures is that I actually want to write it like 3 adventurers. So I might do this. I'm not going to do it immediately. I'm going to start by just saying I'm just going to let 3 adventurers. I'll know what that means, because I said it like a million times. Adventurers. Alright. And then labels. It'd be nice if there was a cleaner way to add labels to these things, but I don't know. Maybe I'll get better at it sometime. Maybe there's like a hotkey or something. Alright, so yeah, I want to write more events. Just more events proper. That's like the highest priority thing. Well, I don't know. The 3 adventures thing is not unimportant. I might do the 3 adventures thing first. So the first thing I have to do is make a table of numbers and how they're said. Because I want that. Like I was saying, I don't want to use the numeral 3. I want to actually say the word 3, like THREE. Oh, but then I have to do like capitalization and stuff? No. Because like hypothetically it could appear at the beginning or in the middle of a sentence, and then it would be capitalized differently depending on where it appeared. Oh, so no, I don't want to do that. I don't think that would be a fun thing to do, sorry. So I could cheat that, I think. I could just like edit the string, because it's always the first character. So I can just like use like upper and lower to edit that as need be. But then like, gosh, how many do I like hypothetically this this could happen for a lot of characters all at the same time. So like I'll have to put in like hypothetically there's not really an upper limit, because like so like let's say for example side quest was run in a channel that has like I don't know like tens of thousands of viewers, right? Like hypothetically like this could strike like multiple thousand people, like adventurers, all at once. Um, like it literally hit 10,000 people hypothetically, but I'm not gonna write out every word between zero, or not even zero, but one and like 10,000 or whatever. So like I think it's gonna go like let's say I did 1 through 10, right? And then like anything above 10, it would probably just say like many instead. It's like many adventures. Uh, but like there's not even, you can't even like switch in you can't even switch in oh no, it wouldn't be a, excuse me, it wouldn't be a it wouldn't be like an else if tree. It would just be like a it would just be a list of where like the indexes referred to the the word. So that's not that hard. I could do that. Yeah, no, that's simple enough. All right. Yeah. So, right. I'll just put it wherever, I guess. I'll put it with the passive stuff. All right. So numerals or like number strings or something. I don't know. Equals. I mean, I don't need 0 because I'm not actually going to use 0, but whatever. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Maybe I should start with the first letter uppercase. Yeah, because the most common case is actually that the that this is the first word in the sentence. So, oops. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I'll stop at 10 for now. And the last one will just be many, like I said. As anticipated. So if it's 11 or higher, it'll just be many adventures. It won't be, it won't actually, it won't say the actual number. And like for now, this is entirely reasonable. This will cover most cases. And if many comes up too often, I can just change it. Or I could even just use I could even just use the number at that point. Like I don't have to use the number word. Nah, the many is fine. Okay. Well. No, yeah, this is fine. This is fine. Okay. So, yeah, I guess, Are these all written that I could just swap out you? It's like you find a lucky clover. Yeah, it's your birthday. A pretty bird smiles at 3 adventures. It's 3 adventures. Oh, that one's weird. It's 3 adventurers apostrophe birthday. It's 1 adventurer's birthday. I mean, I could just rephrase it to say it's the birthday of 3 adventurers. Or something like that, but that's not how people talk. No one says, "It's the birthday of you." Happy the birthday of you. Grammar and spelling and punctuation. and all that fun stuff. I can't, like, it's not, I mean, I could just, like, try, I mean, like, like, I guess this technically, excuse me, maybe I should just handle the your case, because, it would be the same case every time I felt like using the word your, which I should use more often, because otherwise, these are going to seem very samey in the way that they're phrased. Your, if they'll just say like you, like so far they're all that way except for these two. A pretty bird smiles at you, and it's your birthday. So maybe I should just come up with the your case. It's not that hard. It's just if it equals 1, then you suffix a apostrophe s, and if it equals any other number, you just suffix an apostrophe. It's pretty straightforward. So I should probably just handle that. Yeah. So then the thing though is, I mean, I'm basically changing the format of this file. So I'm just gonna start a new one just to spec out what the new one will look like, I guess. So I don't need the break at the end anymore, because this was, like, that break was to keep the, I put that break in because I wanted to keep the punctuation as like either period or exclamation point at my discretion, and still have the part where it has, like, insert the part where it has it says like how many adventures. But you know, if that no longer happens at the end, then I won't. Sorry, yeah, no, I was just getting distracted. Like, I was just getting distracted. Like, do I even want to make this change? Because it's gonna be weird. But like, I guess the gist is just gonna be that I'll need like a I mean, I could just use the word you. I could just use the word you as like the character, but I think, I don't know. No, just to be safer. Oh, yeah, hold on. Yeah, I mean, I could like I could like I could just like brace it, right? And then, like, hypothetically there could be like 4 things that I look for. I could look for capital YU, I could look for lowercase YU, I could look for capital Y your, and I could look for lowercase y your. And then who knows, maybe I'll need other cases, other I'll need other I might need other special whatevers to look for if I feel like adding in a new formulation of this, like a new way to like phrase one of these whatevers. So yeah, so basically, I'm putting it in braces just so that like I don't get like false positives. So like if I had the word young for some reason, like young is spelled young, and so sometimes these are at the start of sentences, sometimes these are at the end of sentences. So like, I don't know, just surrounding it by special characters is like the most obvious way for me to, you know, really indicate where I want to make this replacement. And like hypothetically, I might want to make the replacement twice. Like if I had one that was like, I don't know, like you eat your shoe. I don't know. I might hypothetically want to replace both of them. I don't know why you'd eat your shoe. I don't know why you'd get experience for that, but you could. So, excuse me. I guess, yeah, I mean, I guess I can just split on these, I I can just split on these special whatevers, like split on the U's, and then wherever a split occurs, like process like the appropriate messaging, I guess. Maybe. I think that would work. Yeah. Let's give that a whirl. I won't save this yet. Well, yeah, so for one thing I need to, where's the point where I read in the passive points? Because that's like, it's like one place where I'll certainly have to, yeah, here we go. I'll have to change how we read it in, because right now we're splitting it on, well, no, I guess that's fine. Yeah, no, I guess that's actually still fine. I just can no longer assume the presence of, the third line. So growth list 0, 0, yeah, that's still the same. Right, because I sort it, right? I sort it in reverse. Good, good. Alright, so here we are. Yeah, so it's really straightforward at this point. We just concatenate it really simply. Although we do the plural conditional thing. Alright, so yeah. Let's excuse me. Sorry. Alright, so so if actual pluralized or whatever equals nothing if actual num players is greater than 1, then pluralized I'm gonna actually abbreviate it. That's just like plur equals s, because we might be using this hey, it's fun time. Excuse me, we might be using this multiple times if we're like if we do the your thing. So I might as well just set this conditional once, and then we can use plur. We can use plur liberally, and then in the case that it was there was like actually only one adventure, then it actually doesn't add anything because it's a 0 length string. So excuse me. Oh. Excuse me, sorry. Alright, so now careful Jorisk. Careful Jorisk. A lot of people are shaking that tree. You might want to be careful about climbing. Sorry. I just I'll never stop getting amused by fun jokes like that. I guess you were just already really good at catching Cyril. You were already top of your game in that regard. So yeah, this is like the part that I'll be changing, I guess. So like for starters, I can just like comment out the old way. Because I don't know, I might change my mind. I don't want to go back to it. So for now, instead, what I want to do is, oh, oh, hmm, yeah. If I split on you, I'm not certain that this will, like, this might be, yeah. If I split on you, the result might just be length of one, because like there's actually nothing before the split, so that's slightly awkward. I could just artificially put something before the split. Uh, like I could just always leave like a space character there or something. Uh, Thank you, Creator 69. I wanted to make something that I wanted to make something that I hadn't seen before, so I don't know, I hadn't really seen one of these before, so I was like, yeah, I'll do that. It was supposed to be a quick project, but I've been working on it for actually kind of a while now. But I'm having fun with it, and people seem to like it, so yeah. um, yeah, what should I do here about the if I could, I mean, my alternative to splitting on you would be to do what? Would be to like use like regex or something, like regular expression to find it, but splitting is convenient because once I split on it, then I have all the little pieces that I have to string back together in order to put it back together again. So, oh, huh. You know what's funny is if I have all these four different cases. Oh, yeah, you know what? I can just handle this differently because the capital Y versus the lowercase y are going to be the difference between uh the capital Y and the lowercase y are going to be the difference between whether this happens or not, because the capital version is going to be the one that is at the very start, and so that's the case where splitting isn't going to be quite as effective. So I guess what I could do is just look at the front of the string, because whether it's you or your, like they're both going to start with open brace YOU, capital YOU. So I could like look for that first, and in the case that that's there, then I'll know at least to handle it in that manner. Uh, and I think I'll do all before I set up your. I think I'll just do the simple version first. This is the U case, and then I can come back for your later. Um, Excuse me. Sorry. Um, it's one adventurer birthday. It's one adventurer birthday. I don't even know what that's supposed to mean. uh, oh. 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 Yeah, so funny thing that I just realized, I don't know why it took me this long to realize, is that the verbs change. Or the verbs, right. Because, like, you find like, one adventurer finds a clover. Three adventurers find a clover. One adventurer finds a clover. Three adventurers find a clover. Oh, is it that clean? Is it just, I mean, I could just, it might be easier just to, like, instead of like programmatically like having like the sentences like conjugate themselves, it might just be simpler to just write out both sentences, the singular case and the plural case. Uh, yeah, right. Yeah, because of stream delay, I guess you haven't heard me come to the conclusion yet that yeah, this is getting gross, and I'll probably just want to do something simpler instead. Because it would be nice to do this, but like honestly, like I still haven't even 100% convinced myself that I want to do this at all. Like there's still that, like, in the back of my mind, there's this little voice that's like, you could just not do this. Like, are you sure you want to do this? And I'm pretty sure I do. I just, I just, that's exactly what happened last time. A pretty bird smiles at 3 adventurers. Oh, I guess 3 is the fewest points that you can get, so it's probably trying a higher case. Oh, it's probably trying a higher case and not finding anyone eligible. Or it's just rolling the dice and getting a pretty bird, like, a lot. uh, huh. That's curious. We have gotten higher scoring ones, right? Pretty bird smiles. What was the other one? Learn to swim. Yeah, got better at swimming. That's a 5-pointer. All right, so yeah. I was just I wasn't sure. I wasn't sure if, like, maybe there was like a bug or something. Cause like when I looked at when I was looking at Lauren's data spoilers, Lauren had like 25 potential points saved up, which I guess makes sense because, like, if anyone's gonna have that many points saved up, it'd be Lauren. But like the only way that could really happen is if Lauren was like getting consistently exempted from the thing, because it picks 3 adventurers like somewhat randomly from all available adventurers who are eligible for that to occur, and excuse me. That's a that's a funny that's a funny way to look at it. Um, but yeah, like the only way you could I think hold on, let me look again. Hold on, wait. Where was it? It was players. The other, so the other thing is like, so one explanation for what I was seeing earlier is that Lauren was just like getting bad dice rolls, and none of the passive events were selecting him. But 32 points saved up. Lauren has a lot of passive points. So am I like forgetting to deduct passive points? No, I do that. Player dictionary, eligible list, I, right? So we're iterating over. Passive points, minus equal, growth list, GI, index 0. So yeah, that should be working. So it might just be that I'm not cashing in the passive points frequently enough. It might just be that I need to up the rate of that. Or just the yeah, right. So it doesn't select every eligible participant. In fact, it specifically chooses fewer eligible people if the passive. Oh, maybe that's what it is. Maybe it's that because there are so many low scoring passive events. And because a low scoring passive event selects fewer eligible participants, I guess like maybe it's just not getting through it fast enough. So yeah, it's people like passive points are they're saved. So like you don't lose passive points. Even if you're not cashing in passive points, you're still accruing them. So so for example, like we just looked, Lauren has 32 passive points that could get converted anytime, but just haven't yet. And so like yeah, those aren't going away. But I think I probably need to tune up the system so that it just picks more people, I think. Because otherwise, like, I wanted to make sure people could get up to, like, having more passive points. So, like, because, like, it's your birthday, happy birthday is worth 20 points. So in order to be eligible to that, you have to save up that many points. But clearly people are able to save up that many points. Like, I mean, Lauren already has way more than that. I'll just increase that amount. So number of players right now, it's it's just the individual growth list times the max growth bonus, or divided by the max growth bonus. So maybe I'll just do like growth list. I'll do like the square root of this, because this is supposed to be a fractional value, and if I take the square root, it'll be a larger fractional value, because the square root of a fraction is if you take the square root of something between 0 and 1, it approaches 1. So yeah, or maybe not the square root, but like I'll raise it to some power, or some fractional power. So raise this term to the I don't know, 0.5. I'll just square root it for now. What are you complaining about? Oh, you this IDE like eats my parentheses. I like try and add in parentheses, and it's like, I'm gonna eat them. I'm gonna eat all your parentheses. It's the worst. Although it's funny to talk about. All right, so that should be better. So now instead, so like the maximum is worth 20 points and the minimum is worth 3 points. So like previously it had been like if it picked one that was worth 3 points, 3 divided by 20 is like a very small number, and so it would pick a very small percentage. So like if the minimum was 2, then it would be 1/10, and it would only pick 1/10 of like the eligible participants. So like the fact that a pretty bird smiles at you is worth 3 points, and it only picked 3 people, that would imply that like a lot of people were eligible. So now it should be slightly more. It should be how much more? Like roughly twice as many, kind of twice as many, almost, sort of. I don't know. We'll see how that goes. And now if it turns out the other way and like no one can accrue passive points, like it might just be a matter of like tuning this value until we get something right. Yeah. Yeah, that's one of the cool things about Unity, is that like you don't actually have to buy a license in order to release commercial products, which is just, I don't know, I think that's neat. I mean, I guess it's kind of like excuse me, sorry. It's kind of like the unpaid version is like the ad supported version, because like they put their branding in like products that you make, not using like the pro version. But it's neat. It's just neat that they have that option, I think. All right, so yeah, okay, so now, yeah, so like the so I don't actually have to, yeah, no, I don't, oops, this is the other version. I don't have to care about you or your anymore. I can just like say I can just like put in a % sign instead, and oh, but I will need to do the 2 separate cases. So like the singular versus the plural case. So yeah, because wait, why don't I care about? Oh yeah, because I have the 2 separate things that I'm writing out. I don't have to distinguish between you and your, because like the only difference between you and your is what comes after it. You still say like 3 adventurers. You still say 1 adventure or 3 adventurers, etc., etc. And then like the only difference is like the apostrophe s. So like if I want to do the your thing, I can say yeah, so like, right, so % apostrophe s. So like apostrophe, or like % sign. So like so like 1 adventurer finds. Okay, so the first, I'll do, just for consistency, I'll do the singular first and then the plural. So excuse me. So one adventurer finds a lucky clover. A pretty bird smiles at one adventurer. That's fine. One adventurer learns how to tie a new type of knot. It's one adventurer's birthday. Happy birthday. One adventurer makes a new friend. One adventurer got better at swimming. Yeah. Oh, that's interesting. Got better. Or got. Like, that one's not susceptible to a change in plurality. Or, you know, it's not. It doesn't change in that case. All right, so one adventurer learns to play a song. One adventurer climbed really high in a tree. Yeah. One adventurer looks sharp today. One adventurer hears an epic tale of peril and glory. Some of these I feel like I might want to change. Like, 'cause now that I'm phrasing it this way, it's like one adventurer looks sharp today seems rude, right? It's like, oh, and what? The rest of them, like, just don't? Like, when it was phrased as you look sharp today, I don't know, I guess it was misleading because, like, it wasn't actually talking about you, but it at least sounded nice. Alright, so, I probably should have copied these before I changed them because I'm about to copy them all pretty much back to how they started. Whatever. Because I have this so open-ended, like I could actually like there's actually no rule that this text actually has to line up. Probably will line up, but for example, like the make a new friend one, for the situation that only one adventurer does it, like I could make it something different instead, and that would imply that the friends like are excuse me, yeah, like it I could so like if it only happens to one adventure, I could make it that they like find a shiny rock or something, but if it happens no, I mean, it's probably fine how it is. Alright, so three adventurers find a lucky clover. Or find lucky clovers. Yeah. Oh yeah, alright, cool. So I can just, yeah. I think it makes most sense to do it this way, because like, you know, like it was mentioned before, like if it says a lucky clover, then it's not clear as to like how many clovers were found exactly. A pretty bird smiles at, yeah, that's fine. A pretty bird smiles at three adventurers. Three adventurers learn how to tie new types of knots. A new type of knot. Yeah, it's going to be a new type of knot in that case, because this one, I very specifically wanted it to be non-plural. Like, you learn one new type of knot. One new type of knot is worth 5 experience, is how that goes. So it's multiple adventurers, apostrophe, no S, birthday. Happy birthday. I think that's how spelling works. I think like if you're saying like plural possessive, it's just S apostrophe. It's not like S apostrophe S. Or maybe it is, I don't know. I don't care. Three adventurers make new friends. Actually, a new friend is fine. Actually, yeah, so I'm actually going to say 3 adventurers each find a lucky clover. A lucky, yeah. I can be very specific. I just don't want it to sound like, because like if it's like I know this is like not super important, but like if it's multiple lucky clovers, like then it's less interesting when it happens the second time. But if it's one lucky clover, then it's slightly less boring when it happens the second time. Because now if it happens again, you have 2 lucky clovers. And like 2 lucky clovers is still cool. But if it's like ambiguously many lucky clovers, I don't know. So, again, it doesn't really super matter. Oh, is that true, Jorisk? Huh. I guess that's, maybe it's just a preferential thing. I just prefer the one that doesn't have the gratuitous or superfluous S at the end. So I like the one that is just apostrophe. Alright, so makes a new friend, make a new friend. 3 adventurers got better at swimming. Three adventurers learn to play a song together. uh, uh, Three adventurers climbed really high in a tree. I mean, that one could be multiple. Because, like, if it, like, let's say it was like 3,000 adventurers climbed really high in a tree. That must be one really big tree to support that many adventurers all at the same time. I don't know, maybe they took turns. Three adventurers look sharp today. Three adventurers hear an epic tale of peril and glory. One adventurer listens to an epic tale. Hears, listens to. Hears, listens to. Hears versus listens to. Excuse me. This doesn't matter. Why am I thinking about that? Why am I still thinking about that? It really doesn't matter. Alright. I was actually thinking about something else, but I realized I realized that I was just thinking, yeah, okay, right, so, cool, now we have a new format, we can, right, so actually, I guess we don't really need to do this plural thing, because, we're gonna have to just, like, completely, like, these are just gonna have to be completely two different cases, really. Or completely? Do they have to be completely two different cases? Maybe not. They're pretty different in terms of their cases. So, yeah, no, for now I'm going to presume they're two different cases. Alright, so, if numPlayer is greater than 1 something, and then else if, or elif, whoops, that's how it's written, elif, actual num players equals 1. Wait, no, we already checked that actual num players has to be greater than or equal to 1, so this can just be an else case. Because if it was 0, we would have just skipped over this entirely. I think. Is that... Wait, is that true? Can actual... What happens if it's 0? Oh, we don't get in here because the eligible list? Yeah. If num players... Yeah, num players has to be greater than 0. Right, okay. Yes. Alright, so this can just be an else case. So this is the else case is the singular case, and then this is the plural case. So, oh, yeah, so... Yeah. So... I guess, so say quote, for starters, we can say quote equals, nothing for starters, and then, so if actual num players is greater than 1, then what? Then we want to, we care about the, so we care about, growth list GI index 2, because index 1 would be for the singular case, and index 2, as we've written it, is for the, because we're splitting on these vertical bars, and so 2, like the third case, index 2, is for the plural, as we've set it up, or as we are setting it up. I guess I might as well save this as, I won't save over, the other one, but I will save this also. So I'll call this like, let's call it growth 2 or something. And then yeah, I can just read in growth 2 instead. Save that. Yeah. Yeah, that's good. All right, so what happens here? So in this case, we want to. Oh yeah, okay. So I still have to address the case where the fairly common case where the very first character is that thing. So if oh no, you know what? I can just say yeah, you know what? I can just say like plur equals nothing. Line index LII equals 1. Because this is the singular case, so then I don't have to set up the else, because I can just say I can treat these, because both, apart from the fact that there are some like these are like there's the plurality and there's the different line index, the cases are mostly the same. So if the case so I'm just initializing plur and line index to blank and 1, because that would be in the singular case. But if actual num players is greater than 1, actually I should reverse this, because the multiple case will actually be more of the common case. So so s and 2, and then actual num players equals 1. If it equals 1, which is the less common case, because usually more growth list index gi, because that's the growth list gi is the current thing that's happening, like the bird smile or the better at swimming or the birthday or whatever. So growth list gi index line index. So like, you know, in the singular case, and this is referring to the first one. If it's in the multiple case, it's in the plural case, it's referring to the second one. So so then we don't even want to check just that. We actually want to check the 0 index of this string, because this is a string. And if we check the 0 index, and that's checking the first character, and we can check if it equals the percentage sign, then and then we'll know how to handle that in one case, and then we can have the else case where if the first character is not the percentage sign, then the percentage sign is going to be in there somewhere. And so I guess technically I'm yeah. I mean, I could test how things break. Yeah, I think I'm gonna test how things break, because like I might not actually need this special case, like, because if it still breaks correctly, like, or if it still splits correctly, then here, so new file. I have to save it before I run it, right? Yeah, it's one of those rules. So file save as. Yeah, I don't know, whatever. Split at start.py, sure. So like string equals percent bloop print so string or like lines equals string dot split on percentage character, and then like for li in lines print li. Let's see what this says. Because if it just prints one line, then it did print a blank line. Huh. So like, all right, let's double check that it's actually coming out. So print print the length of lines. Or no, whatever. So I should print it twice, but whatever. Yeah, it says it has length 2. All right, so yeah, no, this case that I'm thinking of is pointless. It will split it correctly, and it'll just split it so that so that like if there's nothing before it, then it just has an empty string. I'm presuming, which I'm pretty sure what happened here. Yeah. All right, so yeah, I'm a crazy person and I don't need to be doing this. I can literally just say so like say lines equals growth list index gi index line index dot split on the percentage character, and then yeah, so then for li in say oh no, this is silly. Because right, no, I was thinking like, what if we have to use the percentage sign multiple times in the same line? But that's not how I would write it. Like if it wouldn't be like 3 adventurers tie 3 adventurers' shoes. It would be 3 adventurers tie their shoes. Or for example, I don't know. I think last time I was eating their shoes, but whatever. All right. Yeah. So no, this doesn't have to be whatever. This just has to be so like say quote. So I can assume that this got split into exactly 2 pieces. So say quote equals say lines index 0 plus and this is where I like do the formulation for, or actually yeah. So I'll say quote equals say lines index 0. So I actually don't have to initialize it up here. And then so then, oh no, this is fine. I can do this all in one line, because it just has to be plus the number. So would I call it number words or something? Number. Oh wait, no. Number, because number words changes if the yeah. Okay, wait. So. Okay, so say lines equals that. If hey, wow, happy birthday, everyone! Yeah, so the reason I had been somewhat stingy with the passive points earlier is that I wanted to make sure that that was possible, that it could someday be someone's birthday. So that exponentiation that I added in earlier, like the higher I make this, the less frequently it'll be people's birthdays. But like the fact that I've only had this system running for like several days and it's already been 4 people's birthdays, I'm thinking I can probably get a little more liberal. Because like even if I crank this way up, even if I didn't divide this at all, even if it was just like, well no, actually no, if I did that, then it would get to the point that it could be no one's birthday. But yeah, like if I didn't filter this at all, like if it was just 1 all the time, then well no, I guess it could actually, no, even in that case it could still eventually get someone's birthday. It could eventually be someone's birthday. Hey, you leveled up by having a birthday. Congratulations. Yay. All right. So okay, yeah, so the number words, It was number words. That's what I called it, right? I just need to double check. Number strings. Okay. So if actual num players greater than or equal to yeah, len number strings, then greater than or equal to, yeah, then wait, greater than or equal to the length, yeah, wait, no, the length minus 1, the highest index, wait, the length is 11, no, the length is 12 because it goes 0 to 10 and then it has many at the end. So maybe I should just maybe I should just put many as the first string because I don't need 0. And then not that it makes a huge difference, but I never need 0 because it never says 0 adventures. In the case of 0 adventures, it just doesn't say anything. It just waits until something remarkable happens. So yeah, I think that's probably better. Where is it? Alright, so oh yeah, right, the capitalization, I guess it still does kind of matter. Whether the alright, so yeah, no, this is doable. Oh wait, no, I don't need 0. I was supposed to replace 0. Alright. Alright, so now the indexes are aligned, so like 10 is the 10th index, and 11 is the length, and if it's 11, then it uses 0. Alright, so if actual number of players is greater than or equal to the length of number string, so for example, if it's greater than or equal to 11, then say quote, actually no, we have to do, so if say lines, if the length of say lines index 0 is 0, then that means if it equals 0, then that means well yeah, so that means excuse me, this was the very first thing, like we start with this, and so it should be capitalized. So in that case we can say quote, hey, it's on time, say quote plus equals, or you could even just say equals number strings index actual num players, or no wait, no, 0, index 0, because this is the case where it's greater than or equal to, yes. And then the else case here to this one is say quote plus equals number strings index 0 lower, because we this is the case where it occurs in the middle of a sentence, and we don't want it to be capitalized in that case. And then the else case to this is that we do basically the same thing, except we use different indexes. So I guess I could set this up differently, but whatever. It is fun enough, I guess. Yeah, the difference is just that we use the actual number of players as the index. Because that's the case of 1 through 10. Alright. Cool. So, yeah. And then so the last thing to do is that we can say q dot append. Oh. Yeah. Wait, no. Okay, no, I haven't missed it yet. So it goes say quotes plus space adventurer plus plur plus the last line, the end of the say lines index 1. Index 1. Cool. I think that's good. I think that's all set, right? I don't know. It could be right. I think I'm gonna bring down the scripts now. And did anyone level up just then? No. Okay. Yeah. I'm gonna bring down the scripts because I'm going to rerun it. Oh, the other thing that I'm gonna do though is I'm gonna reduce, just so that we can test this quicker without having to wait half an hour, because that's literally how long it takes. I'm going to reduce the growth time. So we'll probably see a lot of growth, but it's not actually because it's cheating. It's just because we had that backlog of like growth potential points that haven't been cashed in yet. This isn't actually going to change the rate at which anyone earns potential points. It's just going to cash them in a little bit sooner for the sake of testing. Yeah. So also because, you know, we have the new number, and I think this number will probably be better. So just for oh yeah, so the growth cooldown actually. Growth cooldown, let's set this to something much lower. Right now it's every 1800. Yeah, I think that's like half an hour. So let's put it down to like just every minute for starters. Just for quick testing. So now in the first minute the script should crash. Let's see if that happens. Oh, you know what's funny is that Trusty Bard can get these. Like Trusty Bard like never participates in events, and so like it never says like plus experience, and it never says how much experience Trusty Bard has. But since Trusty Bard can get these, it actually will probably sometimes say his experience points. Which he has quite a few of, because like, I mean, he's no Lauren, but he's here quite often. So doop-a-doop. Minute. 1 minute. I wonder which will happen first, that or players will actually enter the game, because Trusty Bard might be for the first event. Unless, oh, okay, I think characters. Okay. Oh, yeah, I was gonna say. I think more likely than anything, it'll probably just crash the first time. Rand range. What? Oh, you don't like, wait, what? Why would this be happening now? What is this the else case to? J equals while true, if last value greater than growth list GI 0. I didn't change anything here. I don't see why this would have happened. I think this is probably just a latent bug that I hadn't caught previously. Empty range for rand range 0, 0, 0. I don't understand what that means. So maybe GI started at 0. Is that possible? Huh. Wait, no. If last value is wait a second. What is this the else case to? It's the else case to this, right? I think so. So if last value is greater than growth list GI 0, it would have to be. Wait, what? Last value? Yeah, because last value, I'm literally hard setting last value to be 1 greater than. So how could that possibly evaluate? Oh, wait. It's evaluating through the first one first. Yes. Alright, so I need, yeah, no, I just, huh. Really? I think what happened here is it tried to evaluate through, like it probably randomly picked one of the lowest ones, like one of the 3-pointers, right? And then it checked and it found no one was eligible for a 3-pointer. So this must have like, that doesn't make any sense because like there were people in the game, so like some of these people should have been eligible for it, but like I can't explain that because the only way that, like, I think the way that we would get that error and end up here is if yeah is if like we were already on the lowest and then we ran through the we ran through this check and it didn't work, and so when we went back to rerun this check, we could never get lower than but I don't feel like that should be a crash. I feel like that should have been a hang, if anything. Or it eventually got to 0. It kept re-rolling until it got to 0. Yeah. So I guess I basically just have to do this. Both places. I have to check for GI equaling 0. Because in the case that GI equals 0, we can't go lower than 0. So alright. I don't think I introduced that bug just recently. I think that was a pre-existing bug that we just now found. Yeah, because like the duration for this for these is typically half an hour, and I never like back when I